Hello everyone and welcome to Martin's Home and Garden's Houseplant of the Week. This week we were feeling a bit festive, so we chose the shamrock plant as our houseplant of the week. With St. Patrick's Day being on Wednesday, you've still got some time to come get a shamrock. These add an amazing option to your decorations if you're having a small little get-together. They have a very fine texture and they're very delicate, and they also have lots of different colors that are really just attractive, and they bloom every now and then as well. So they're just a really different option to add to your houseplant collection. These plants, the leaves will actually close up at nighttime and open again when the light returns, which is kind of a fun fact about them. So if your plant starts to close up at nighttime, don't be alarmed. It's natural. One interesting thing about these potted shamrocks that may differ a little bit from some of your other houseplants is that they have to go through a period of dormancy. So what will happen is in the summertime, these plants die back down to the pot. All the foliage goes away. And then that period of dormancy can last anywhere from a few weeks to 3 months. Whenever this does happen, you'll want to significantly cut back on your watering and cut out all fertilization. These plants come from little bitty bulbs, so they are fine to be down in the soil and dormant. It's what they would prefer. Whenever the new juvenile shoots start coming back up in the fall, you're going to want to move it from that shady spot that you put it in while it was dormant back to a bright, indirect area in your house that's pretty sunny. Whenever you do that, if you do need to repot because your plant got a little big last time it was growing and so on and so forth, we recommend using something like this. It's a moisture mix. It'll have good drainage and it'll allow for your shamrock to hold on to the water as well. So it has good drainage, but it also has great moisture retention, which is super important for these. They like to stay evenly moist. They don't like to really dry out. They're really dramatic, kind of like a peace lily is, and they go totally wilty, and then they'll just kind of rise back up. But if you let it get to its permanent wilting point, they will not rise back up, and you'll just have a dead plant. Another option for these is to use a self-watering pot. So some of the ones we sell that are small will come in a little 2-inch pot that just lifts right out of this cup, and this cup has a little string on the inside, and the pot, the bottom hole of the pot just sits right on this little string, and no matter what this plant, the gravity is working with it to where it gets water constantly. So that's pretty cool, is that this really helps to make sure you don't dry out your plant. Now you do want to let the water get all the way gone before you water again, just so that it's not, overly saturated. But these are pretty fabulous in the fact that you don't really overwater them. It's not really a thing. Most houseplants, it is a thing. The only time you can overwater is when they're dormant. For these, the best thing you could do is to use a just general fertilizer. I use Super Thrive on all of my houseplants. It's just simple and easy. I take a capful and add it to my water before I water. And it just works really well for foliage, blooms, whatever you really need it to work for. And I would take it like a shot if I thought it would make me taller. So that's a really good option for fertilizer for these plants and any of your other house plants, really, unless it's more of a specific thing like an orchid or something like that. So thank you for watching our shamrock video. Come get one before St. Patrick's Day. Carry it around so your friends don't pinch you, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, y'all.